Welcome to Africa Sportsman Show. My name is Stefan Fouché. On my opposite side is my good hunting companion and regular face on our show, Ronald Nel. We're standing here with Seun Griesel. He's from Reitzdale Game Reserve. Seun, thanks for having us here on your property.
Big pleasure, Stefan. Welcome here, Ronald, Stefan.
We're looking to take a couple of lions again this week. The question keeps coming up, why? But I mean, it's one of those hunts. I don't think you can get enough of it.
No, it's an absolute adrenaline rush, and I think everybody has to do it if you want to be a hunter.
Yes.
And you haven't experienced this. It's definitely something to try.
For sure. So we're going to mix it up a bit this week.
Yeah, this time it's going to be, I think, totally different, Stefan. We're going to try and, with backpacks, take the track, sleep in the field, till we are lucky or till we find them. For me, it's the first time. I think for you guys also.
What's the plan? Just explain to the viewers, what's the plan for the rest of the afternoon?
Stefan, we're going to get on the vehicle now. Try to do one or two of the big roads. It's 3,500 hectares. Just to have an idea of where are the lions walking or where where they are busy. And if you find a fresh track on your foot, start walking, and maybe an hour and a half, and then we must look for a place to sleep for tonight.
If we don't find a track, we're going to call it quits at some stage. You know, we can't set up camp in the dark. I don't think it's safe
for sure.
enough.
No, if we don't have any luck with the tracks today, we're going to set up camp, one of the waterholes, and then early tomorrow morning start walking, and maybe we are lucky to find fresh tracks.
Can't wait. Let's do it.
Let's do it, guys.
All right.
Stefan, this is fresh. This is 2 or 3 hours old, William?
Yes. Single male track.
Single male track. Fresh.
You can see the cracks at the back of the paw.
Yeah, no, it's
You
fresh.
see it clearly. So the wind didn't have chance to blow it down yet. There's a nice example of it.
Yeah. Why don't we get our stuff?
Yeah. Get our backpacks on.
Yeah.
And then we try and walk the spur. It's another hour before we really need to start thinking of setting up camp. And yeah, maybe we're lucky. Like you say, it's a couple of hours old.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yes, ready.
Let the adventures begin. It was laying down here, but I think this cat is still an hour and a half in front of us. This is not, it's fresh, but I think it's still way ahead of us. Because he didn't run here, we didn't spook him, nothing.
Yeah.
Just stand up and start walking.
Now we'll see if these American-made bags are up to a cirkelbos.
Stefan, Ronald, I think we must call it a day because we still don't have a camping spot, and I don't think we will make this block before the sun goes down. So I think we can choose about 1.5 kilometers that way, 2 kilometers this way to the nearest waterhole, and we can set up our camp for the night.
We're gonna have to move.
Yeah.
Okay, so we mark this spot. We'll come back here tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning we start here again.
Okay.
Okay.
So Ronald, what do you think about hunting with a pack like this in those thick bushes?
Well, our backpack was obviously not made to hunt in thick stuff like this, because it's quite challenging getting low enough to get underneath the bushes. And I think I look like I survived the leopard attack from all the branches and hooks that.
Seun as well, you also
Yeah.
got a bit...
That make two of us.
yeah, no, it's definitely a learning curve. We've done a couple of hunts with these backpacks, and it's what it's all about is getting your gear to a specific point. But yeah, through thick stuff like this is a challenge.
But it's part of the course.
There it is. There's the lion. There's walking. It's a white lion.
Seun, just tell us a bit more about that. That's not a normal.
That's a white lion.
It's just a color variation.
It's just a color variation.
I think it's the first time I've seen one, Ronald. You know,
Yeah.
in a hunting area like this. You know,
definitely.
I've seen them on TV and whatever. But
And the thing is, when we start walking the tracks, we couldn't say brown or white,
Yeah, there's no way you can
and
tell.
you need to walk and see
but
what
it's a
you
very
get.
big male, according
Yeah,
to the
it's-
tracks and how we saw him as well.
It's quite a nice male, yes. Oh yeah, guys, I think we reached the waterhole, so we can camp here also close to the lion.
I also think so. We're close to water and
Everything, and close to the lion, everything, guys. So
Hope-
let's go in.
hopefully it takes off.
Yes.
We're here because we're not scared of lions. So here we've got some sweet potato in tin foil in the cold, and a little bit later on we're gonna have a nice barbie. We're gonna braai some ribeye on the bone, steaks on these hot embers tonight.
Was maybe a little bit heavy to carry all the way.
But it'll be worth it.
Definitely going to be worth it. Seun, thank you so much. What an afternoon. We got lucky on that track over the road, that single male track. We followed it for about, I don't know, 1 hour 30 minutes. We caught up with it, and we saw that lion next to our campsite this afternoon. And Ronald, for this awesome meal you provided us with, thank you so much. And
I just brought it along, king's meat.
yeah,
Thank them.
Thank you, Peter and Yellow Kingsmeat, and thank you for Jeffrey for carrying it in for us. So we're gonna have a lovely meal, Martin. Thank you for you as well, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning again. Well, good morning. It's day 2 of our lion hunt here at Reitzdale Game Reserve. We had a good night's sleep. Went to bed at about 10. Had a nice chat around our campfire. The sun is rising behind us. So, Seun, what's the plan for the morning?
Morning, guys. Yes, I think this morning we're going to start where we spotted the first tracks yesterday afternoon. It was old, but that's at this stage our only point of that we can start from, because the line that we tracked was not the right lion.
Yeah.
And then from there on we can make plans.
And we set up camp just here, and we had some buffalo activity during the night as well. Our other tracker, Jeffrey, he went out at about 4 a.m. to take a leak, and he spooked the herd, laying just here behind the dam. So what a great evening. So we'll just gonna have some coffee and just wait for it to get a bit hotter, and then we'll head out.
Yeah. And let's go and have a good day.
It's about a 2.5 kilometer hike to where we saw that lot of lion activity yesterday. Yesterday afternoon. So it wasn't fresh tracks, but there was a lot of activity, and it was very close to a watering hole where we saw those water buck and those nice kudus yesterday. So we're heading in that direction, and then we slept at one water hole. Now we're going to check that water hole as well, and if there's no fresh activity there, I think Seun decided that we're going to walk in the roads from watering hole to watering hole, try and pick up some fresh activity. Between our camp and where we saw that activity, or a lot of old lion tracks, I mean, we're almost halfway there, and we just stumbled upon this single male track. Now it can be that white one circled us and walked through here.
It's possible,
Might be.
yeah.
But it might be another one, a different lion as well. You never know. What do you think, Seun? We're going to take this track? I mean, it's fresh.
Yeah, I think let's walk on it.
Yeah.
And see it, because we're on our way to the waterhole where we spotted the track. This is the freshest track.
Yeah.
It's fresher than the ones that we spotted yesterday, so let's give it a try.
Sometimes you need to be lucky.
Yes. The lion tracks is on top of eland and oryx. It looks like a busy hunting. You can see there's the lion.
See the animals running.
Here's the lions, tracks running, and look how the eland and oryx are running. So they are busy hunting. It's during the night, early mornings, during the night.
We're still on these lion tracks on top of some kind of big antelope. Looks like it's chasing him because of tracks. We followed it for about 500-600 meters now.
Something was killed here. Look at the track marks.
This is fucking awesome.
Guys, just be careful. They killed something here.
Track marks coming all the way from there.
Okay, let's stay close together. Let's see what's going on here. Kom eens bij elkaar, kom eens zo.
We just found him on this oryx carcass. He dragged it this morning. It's fresh.
During the night, yeah, but he moved it now.
Yeah.
Because from where we started, he was on the oryx, on the oryx, on the oryx.
Yes, how cool is that? Oh. Listen, Seun, now are we quickly going to take a minute to check
so.
how lot he's eaten? Because you know what happens now. If he ate a lot during the night, my guess is he won't go far if his stomach's too full, or is it not?
Yeah, no, it is possible, yeah.
Okay. So we saw him now. We need to push him now.
Yeah, I think so. But let's go and have a look.
Yeah.
Because if you can see, if he ate a lot, then we know
He's not coming back. And
if he just killed it, then we know he will come back to eat.
Okay. Looking at the where the lion ate. This is not a very old kill. I mean, this is early morning. Eh?
Early morning, 2, 3 hours, 4 hours ago.
This is where he was eating now.
Yeah, no, he was, and I think maybe the other male or something bothered him. That's why he took it away.
Yeah.
Because of the drag marks that we can find there. But he eat quite a lot.
He ate a lot. If you look at the hind legs, all that nice meat at the back.
It's gone.
It's gone.
So, but he was not finished eating because he was laying.
Yeah.
He was still.
So we're gonna take the track and
yeah, that's the only way. Yes, let's go. Hier voor je, Ronald. Hier voor je. Hier voor je. Schiet weer. Oké.
How did your shots feel, Ronald?
It was
He jumped up and
it's quite thick. I went. He was lying, looking up, and I'm just below his chin.
Feel confident.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
a shot.
And then your second shot?
The second shot was a running shot. I can't really say where it went.
I couldn't see the first shot. He was right behind this bush. Yeah, I could see him standing up, but I couldn't see his body. You were
Just
open.
shot him. in
Yes,
the right
but that was
down because he was coming.
there was like 12, 13 paces. Eh?
Yeah. Kom eens, kopski.
Kom nou, kom nou. Kom je om, kom je zo. Kom maar. Reload boys. Kijk even wat aan sprintjes. Allemaal reg.
Ek het hom nog een keer in die bors geskiet daar, so ek dink hy's nou
Mooi.
dis adrenaline.
Engels.
Mooi boy. Mooi.
Dis 'n serious adrenaline.
Ons maak net seker die oogies. Stefan, vat ons net daar. Wat se dog. Mooi manne.
Ja.
Jo.
Yes.
Mooi man. Ronald. Wow.
This was a little bit too close for comfort and obviously not intended, but yeah, a hell of an adrenaline rush nonetheless. Gee whiz. We followed the cat from early this morning. We stumbled onto a drag. It had caught an oryx, and we followed it. I think we probably did in the vicinity of about 7 to 8 kilometers.
Before you shot him.
Yeah. Before I shot him, that's from early this morning.
Yeah.
And then we found him about a kilometer back from where we are now. He was lying in a thicket, and I was sort of obstructed by some branches. Anyway, he gave a charge. I think it was probably a mock charge. Seun, you'll know better. I'm not familiar with that. But he came, and I fired, spun around, and he went. I shot another shot with him running, which I don't know where it hit. If I'm looking at his legs, it probably.
Both front legs have some blood on.
He then ran off, and we followed the spoor for probably about a kilometer, if I would. Roughly.
30 minutes almost.
Ja, 30 minutes.
And then we saw him running about 200 meters away. He came into a thicket, and we came around a bush, and all of a sudden the V8 started. And you just heard the growling, and he came. Well, we moved around the bush just to get a clear line, and he came straight away,
Well, this
flying like an arrow out
This
of
was
a
a full
bow.
charge. Eh? That
that was a full charge.
No, he was never going to stop.
And well, I think
well,
three,
you waited quite well for it because
3 shots went simultaneously. He went down.
you also fired.
Yeah. Anyway, but he went down, and
from my side, I mean, what an awesome hunt.
Absolutely
I don't
unbelievable.
think it can get any more real than this. I mean, we're in a 3,500 hectare property. I mean, this is as real as it gets. Eh?
At about, I think it was about 10 paces, we put him down. It was a hell of an adrenaline rush, I must say. Obviously not intended, but that's what happens.
Yeah.
And it's a culmination of a fantastic lion hunt. And I can only thank you. Thank you very much.
Pleasure is mine. And congratulations on a very, very good shot that stopped him in the tracks. You didn't move. You stood your ground and you make a perfect shot.
Well, that's it. The conclusion of our first lion hunt here at Reitzdale Game Reserve. Ronald, congratulations once again. Seun, to you guys as well. Thanks for tuning into our Africa Sportsman show. And make sure not to miss the next one. We'll continue our lion backpack hunt.